it's not just my exhibition. I'm in the exhibition with a few other painters. So what the gallery is doing is right now they're holding a very important exhibition about a painter called Roger Brown, and he was very important. He was a very important painter in the 70s after pop art, and he's from Chicago. So the gallery is bringing all of he's dead now, but they're bringing all of his work from Chicago here and doing a major show on him. And then after that exhibition finishes, they're bringing out young painters from Chicago who are, I suppose, influenced by his work a little bit. And that exhibition is called Chicago Now. So the gallery is very big. They're doing 2 exhibitions. They're doing Chicago Now, then alongside Chicago Now is Sydney Who. And Sydney Who is the young artists unrepresented in Sydney who are up and coming, and, you know, I suppose they want to give them a space to show. So it won't be just me, it will be other people from Sydney as well. But it'll be interesting. I don't know if there will be a talk. If there is a talk, it'll be by the gallery, the curator. And I don't know if he'll speak about my work specifically, but he will probably do a talk just in general about the whole thing. Yeah.
Are you the youngest there?
I don't know, but I don't know if I'm the youngest. I might be, but I'm the only graduate. So I'm the only one who just graduated last year. Everybody else has been practicing for a while, but apparently I'm the only person who's just come out of school who they're showing. So that's, pretty important. Well, good for me, I suppose, important for me.
Anyway, that will be a big, a very important event for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you painted just for this exhibition, or the gallery selected some works from your opus already?
What happened was, I met the director of the gallery at my graduation show. So every year the art school has a big show where all the graduates are exhibiting their final works of their degree. And on the opening night of that show, the director, I met him and he was standing in front of my work. And we got to talking and he ended up giving me his business card. And that was in November of last year. So then I ended up meeting him in January, and he said he wanted me to come back and show him my work again. So I did. And that was when he asked me to be part of that show, but he didn't want those works. He just said, I want you to make new work because this has already been seen by the public, so it has to be brand new things. So they told me just make 4 works of the same size and do whatever it is that you want to do whatever it is that you're comfortable with. So they didn't sort of tell me what to do, or the work is specifically for that show, for the gallery, yeah.
So the exhibition, it will be the no scene.
As not seen before, brand new.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now I would like to ask you generally about your art and about your motives, about your inspiration.
So I suppose that love is the general is the wider sort of general theme. And I have been painting about that for a while, and it wasn't in the sort of the last year that I've been really looking at specific love relationships, like family love and friendship love and and all that sort of thing. You know, and I'd look at a lot of philosophy, writings by C.S. Lewis and things like that, who basically say that there's nothing really more important in life than our human connections and our relationships, because if we didn't, you know, if we didn't have them, then your life wouldn't be colourful and it would basically be meaningless. And I found that really interesting because I suppose everybody goes through hard times in their life, and where you turn to is the people that you love. And so the hard times that I sort of went through, I was interested in exploring and understanding the types of relationships that I have with people. And I wanted to show that through, at first I didn't really understand how I was going to show love, like, because you can't show, you can't just paint love, you can't see it, it's immaterial, it's, you know, it's not in the air, you can't take a photo of it or anything like that. So I was struggling for a while to figure it out, and then I found a photograph by Andre Miguel, and it's of two mushrooms it looks like an enchanted forest. And I found out that next to the photo, it had a little blurb that said that fungus and trees work together in order to survive, and they give each other nutrients and minerals and things like that. And I thought that that's exactly how we work as human beings, is through our relationships, we give each other these nutrients and, you know, and support and everything in order to go on. And that's what basically makes our life enriched, really, is only because if we didn't have people, if we didn't have relationships, then, you know, what's all the money in the world sort of a thing if you don't have anybody to share it with, if that makes sense. And then what was I talking about? I can't really remember. Oh yeah, so the mushrooms, sort of in the forest, what those relationships are, they're mutualistic relationships, and you give each other benefits, and you don't take anything bad away from each other. So in my paintings, what I tried to show is different organisms and living creatures and cells, and they're in this sort of natural enchanted scene where they're all somehow working with each other and connected to each other and living together to make this beautiful kind of space or beautiful area, which is basically life. So what I really wanted to do is, I suppose I felt that contemporary art nowadays, a lot of it's quite negative, and a lot of it's political, and I think that a lot of beauty is lost now. So I wanted to really try and bring that back and bring positive things in life, and really concentrate on those. And the positive thing in life is basically love. So I guess that was my motive. It's a little bit jumbled, I know, everywhere. Do you understand?
Yes, and thank you very much, Gabriela.